Archangel Michael says, there is a shadow moving quietly around you, pretending to smile but trembling inside. This person thought their mask would never crack, yet a storm is rising that will reveal everything they desperately tried to hide. The real reason behind their hate is darker than you imagine, and heaven is making sure you finally see it. They have been whispering your name in places you've never walked, planting seeds of doubt to destroy your peace. But now their own words are circling back, haunting their nights, making them fear every sound at their door. Destiny has decided it's time for the truth to surface, and nothing can stop it anymore. Archangel Michael says, heaven has kept watch while you endured silent battles, misunderstood intentions, and endless betrayals. The hater you sense is trembling, not because you're weak, but because they know the power you carry is beyond their control. Soon, what they've hidden will collapse like a tower struck by lightning. Even as you read this, their heart is racing because deep inside they feel you're getting closer to uncovering their true motive. They thought lies could bury the light, but your spirit is rising above every shadow. Every step you take now shakes their plans to the core. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They once believed they had you cornered, convinced you'd never see past their fake friendship. But the divine is whispering secrets to you, stirring your soul with revelations that will leave them powerless. They fear the moment your eyes meet theirs after the truth unfolds. The path ahead will bring faces from your past resurfacing with confessions. Those who stood silent will soon break their silence because heaven is pressing them to speak. Justice is no longer waiting, it is unfolding right before you. Archangel Michael says, the enemy has been draining their strength trying to hold up their false image. They've been smiling in daylight but drowning in regret when no one is watching. That fear you feel around them is their own guilt leaking through. Every attempt they made to block your blessings is turning into a mirror reflecting their own intentions. You will witness a shift so powerful that even they won't understand how their carefully hidden schemes are suddenly exposed. The divine hand is pulling every veil away. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your spirit is now walking in a realm they cannot enter, guided by unseen warriors clearing your path. This hater watches you rise and feels the walls of their deception closing in. They are terrified because they know you are stepping into divine elevation they can't touch. They tried to steal your light, but instead, their own secrets became chains they can't break. Every whisper against you is echoing back like thunder, shaking their false foundation. You don't need revenge. Heaven has already written the ending of this story. Archangel Michael says, prepare for a revelation that will shock even you. The real reason they hated you has nothing to do with what they claimed. It's rooted in envy, fear, and a truth they prayed you would never discover. Soon, a message will reach you, a confession, a slip of the tongue, or a document they never meant for you to see. That moment will flip the entire script, placing victory in your hands and shame in theirs. Divine justice will roar like fire through every hidden place. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You have endured betrayal, yet your heart stayed pure, and that's why heaven fights for you now. This hater is losing sleep, knowing that the light surrounding you is breaking their shadow games. Even those they manipulated are turning away, drawn by the strength of your spirit. The tables are shifting. Where they once spoke lies, your name is now defended by truth. Where they set traps, blessings are falling in your lap, and they cannot stop what's coming. Archangel Michael says, when the final unveiling happens, the world will witness who you truly are. No more hiding, no more stolen victories, your power will be undeniable. And the one who envied you most will be forced to watch your divine elevation. Your journey has been leading to this very moment where heaven itself proves your worth. This is not just about one person's hate, it's about your destiny breaking free from every chain they tried to wrap around you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This hater is already crumbling inside, their fear louder than their words. They know the truth is marching toward them like a wave they cannot outrun. Every lie they told is now a stepping stone lifting you higher. People will see their downfall without you lifting a finger. What they plotted in darkness will be shouted from rooftops by divine order. You are stepping into a season where no one can tarnish your name again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, trust the timing of this unveiling. Heaven never reveals too soon or too late. The perfect moment is unfolding, and with it, the justice you have prayed for. They thought you were alone, but unseen angels have surrounded you, recording every word spoken against you. The final judgment is already written, and it ends in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your steps are now guarded, your path cleared of every hidden trap. This hater sees signs they cannot explain, dreams, whispers, and encounters reminding them their power over you is gone. What they fear most is no longer a secret but a divine decree they cannot undo. Even those who once believed their lies will start questioning everything. The shift will be so undeniable that even they will have no choice but to admit defeat. Heaven is rewriting your story for the world to see. Archangel Michael says, the light in you has grown stronger than their darkness. Their attempts to destroy you only ignited a greater fire of resilience and faith. The real reason for their hate will soon be nothing more than proof of your victory. You are moving into a chapter where only truth and abundance can follow you. Every mask around you will fall, leaving only loyalty and divine connection by your side. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, the silence before the storm is breaking. You felt the tension around you, the uneasy glances, the sudden hush when you walk into a room. That is not your imagination, this is the fear of someone whose secrets are about to see the light. For years, they believed their schemes would remain buried under layers of deceit. But divine timing has arrived, and nothing can keep hidden what heaven has decreed will be exposed. The truth is unraveling like a tightly wound thread they can no longer control. Even now, unexpected signs are appearing around you, moments that feel strange, coincidences that aren't coincidences at all. These are warnings that the real reason behind their hate is pushing toward revelation. Every heartbeat of theirs pounds with terror because they know they're running out of time. Archangel Michael says, divine justice is moving faster than their lies can spread. What they tried to cover with false smiles is now slipping through their own hands. Soon, you'll stand face to face with proof of everything they've done to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. This hater once celebrated your struggles, believing they had won, but every silent tear you shed became a weapon forged by angels. Every moment you stayed strong despite their plots planted seeds of victory you will now harvest. They didn't realize heaven never abandons the pure-hearted. Their biggest fear isn't losing power, it's you knowing why they despised you so much. Deep inside, they know it was never about what they claimed. It was jealousy, envy, and fear of the divine greatness written in your destiny. Archangel Michael says, what they whispered behind your back will now be shouted in front of crowds. People they fooled will soon awaken to the truth. You will not have to prove anything, their own guilt will betray them. The moment they tried to hide will be recorded forever as the day heaven lifted you above every enemy. This revelation will not break you, it will crown you. You will rise with undeniable strength and unshakable peace. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. You will notice them avoiding you, struggling to maintain composure. Watch how they fumble with words when your name is mentioned. That trembling is not respect, it's fear of divine exposure pressing down on their shoulders. Even their allies will abandon them as the truth burns through every alliance they built against you. Like falling dominoes, one revelation will lead to another until nothing remains of their lies. They are terrified because they know it's unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, prepare your heart because this unveiling will be loud and swift. You will see doors open that they once locked. The places they tried to banish you from will invite you in with honor and recognition. This is not just vindication, it's a divine reversal of every curse they attempted to place on your name. What they tried to take will return multiplied, and they will watch helplessly as blessings flood your life. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. The storm they thought would destroy you has become the wind lifting you higher. Their attempts to harm you have only exposed their own darkness. Soon, they won't be able to stand in your presence without trembling. People who doubted you will be speechless, realizing they were blind to the truth all along. Heaven is rewriting your story so beautifully that even you will feel awe at how perfectly justice arrives. Archangel Michael says, every spiritual weapon formed against you has shattered. The chains they tried to wrap around your life are falling off. You are walking into a season of divine freedom they cannot sabotage. Your enemies are collapsing under the weight of their own deceit. And as they crumble, your divine calling will shine brighter than ever before. Nothing can stop what heaven has begun. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Archangel Michael says, you are standing on sacred ground where divine justice is already unfolding. The very person who smiled in your face while planting daggers behind your back is losing their grip on control. Every breath they take is heavy with fear, knowing the hour of truth cannot be delayed any longer. In the quiet of the night, they replay every scheme in their mind. They remember the words they spoke, the traps they set, and the people they dragged into their hatred. Now, those memories haunt them like shadows that whisper their downfall is near. Even as they pretend to hold power, the walls around them are collapsing piece by piece. The energy they once used to fight you is now consumed by their desperate attempts to hide what's about to be revealed. But heaven has already written the ending, and it will not favor their lies. Archangel Michael says, you are being guided by forces they cannot comprehend. Angels are moving unseen, shifting events to bring their truth crashing into the open. They know this, and that's why their smiles falter when you appear. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. This hater has spent years crafting stories to paint you in darkness. But the more they spoke, the more light began to shine on you. They dug pits for you to fall into, but heaven turned those pits into stepping stones leading to your destiny. Every rumor they spread is becoming evidence against them. The people they deceived will soon turn on them, demanding answers they can no longer fabricate. Their own circle is breaking apart as divine fire consumes every hidden lie. Archangel Michael says, "There's a sound coming, a roar of truth that will silence every whisper against your name. You will not need to defend yourself because the divine will speak louder than any tongue. This unveiling will echo beyond your understanding, reshaping everything they tried to destroy. Your name will not only be cleared, it will be elevated. What they used as weapons will become the very tools that build your throne of victory." Type Amen to get blessing 7777. You will see signs everywhere, a misplaced document, an overheard conversation, a confession from someone you least expect. These are not coincidences, they are divine markers guiding you closer to the moment of revelation. The fear gripping this hater is visible to those who watch closely. Their composure cracks, their words stumble, and their allies grow uneasy. They know what's coming, and yet they cannot stop it. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is not only exposing them but also rewarding you. The blessings they tried to block will pour into your life like an unstoppable river. What was once denied will now be delivered openly for all to witness. This is the season where you rise, not by your strength, but by the hand of the Almighty. Every tear shed in silence is now transformed into a seed of victory blooming before your eyes." Type Amen to get blessing 8888. This is not only about one person's hatred, it's a breaking of a cycle meant to hold you down for generations. The divine is closing every door they used to chain your destiny. The spiritual war they waged is ending, and you are stepping into unmatched freedom. Their fear is not just of you finding out. It's of losing the illusion they built for so long. They thrived on manipulation, but the light of truth is too bright for them to hide in any longer. Soon, their mask will fall, and nothing will cover their shame. Archangel Michael says, "Rejoice, for the battle is already won. The hater's grip on your path is broken forever. The heavens have decreed your breakthrough, and nothing can reverse it. You will look back on these days and see how every plot against you only positioned you for greater glory. Even their hatred will serve as proof of your divine protection." Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Archangel Michael says, "As each day passes, their fear grows heavier, weighing down their every move. They wake up in the middle of the night, sweating, knowing that the truth is no longer hidden in darkness. The divine light is creeping closer, and soon, it will blind every attempt they make to escape judgment. Every person they manipulated is starting to see glimpses of their deception. Friendships built on lies are turning fragile, cracking under the pressure of undeniable signs. The same people who once stood beside them will slowly step away, unable to endure the storm of exposure. This is not a small revelation, it is a tidal wave of divine justice sweeping through every hidden place. The fear you sense in them is their spirit already knowing that their mask will soon be torn off completely. They are terrified because they know they cannot fight against heaven's timing. Archangel Michael says, "You will witness the moment when the first thread of truth unravels their web of deceit. It will begin subtly, but quickly spiral into a full collapse that even they cannot stop. Their voice will tremble, their lies will contradict, and their downfall will be undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They have tried to control narratives, twist facts, and silence anyone who dared to speak against them. But heaven has been gathering evidence far beyond their reach. Angels have recorded every word, every plot, and every action meant to harm you. Soon, this evidence will be placed in your hands or revealed publicly in ways you could never imagine. The divine will not allow their hatred to remain unchallenged any longer. The truth will pierce through the darkness like a sword of fire. Archangel Michael says, the same crowd that once doubted you will witness your vindication. Their disbelief will turn to awe as they see how heaven fought on your behalf. You will not need to shout or prove anything, the revelation itself will do all the speaking. And when it happens, your elevation will be so swift and undeniable that even those who opposed you will have no choice but to bow to the divine will upon your life. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. As this hater's world crumbles, you will rise like the morning sun. The very places they tried to block you from will open doors wider than ever before. Opportunities will find you effortlessly, proving that nothing can hinder divine purpose. Their schemes will not just fail, they will reverse, bringing blessings instead of harm. The wealth, recognition, and honor they tried to take will multiply and return to you by heavenly decree. This is a season where every injustice is overturned. Archangel Michael says, your journey through pain has refined you into unshakable strength. You are stepping into a divine glow that will draw blessings like a magnet. The hater who feared your rise will watch as heaven crowns you openly. And as you step into this victory, the real reason behind their hatred will no longer matter, it will be overshadowed by the glory of your breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Even now, spiritual forces are working to prepare you for this shift. People you've never met are being positioned to support your destiny. Allies you didn't know you had are stepping forward, moved by divine whispers guiding their hearts toward you. This hater feels that shift, and it terrifies them more than anything else. They sense that your life is being lifted to heights beyond their reach. The envy they once hid will become clear to everyone as they watch you soar. Archangel Michael says, hold steady and remain silent while heaven fights for you. The time for answers is near. The moment their fear manifests into confession is moments away, and when it comes, it will set you free forever. You will walk into a new era untouched by their poison, shielded by the eternal light of divine protection. This is your story, rewritten by heaven itself, and no enemy can alter its ending. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says, as heaven moves, unseen chains are snapping one by one. The strongholds this hater once believed could never be broken are collapsing like fragile glass. What they built on deception cannot stand against the eternal truth now flooding your path. They feel this shift even before you do. Their hands tremble when they try to continue their lies, and their voice falters when speaking your name. The fear inside them grows louder than their words, making it impossible to hide their guilt. Divine winds are sweeping through every hidden plan, exposing it in broad daylight. People who never questioned them before are suddenly seeing the cracks, questioning their every move. They can no longer manipulate reality to keep you trapped. Archangel Michael says, the revelation coming will not only free you but shake everyone connected to this web of deceit. The truth will ripple through families, friendships, and even places you never imagined it would reach. No corner of darkness will remain untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. As this unfolds, you will stand firm like a pillar of light. No weapon they formed against you will withstand the divine shield protecting you now. Every attempt to silence you will be swallowed by the roar of heavenly justice. This hater's biggest terror is not losing control, it is watching you rise unbothered while they sink under the weight of their actions. They feared your strength even when you doubted it yourself. Now, they know nothing can stop your divine ascent. Archangel Michael says, this moment has been written long before they plotted against you. The divine waited patiently, allowing every seed of deception to sprout so it could be destroyed completely. Your vindication will leave nothing hidden. The world will know that you were chosen for something greater than their envy could ever touch. What they meant for your downfall will become your testimony of triumph. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Even as you read this, shifts are happening that will soon reach your eyes and ears. Documents are being moved, conversations are being recorded, and messages are being sent to the right hands. Nothing about this revelation will be accidental, it is orchestrated perfectly by divine will. The hater feels this divine orchestration, which is why they are growing desperate. They are trying to patch the leaks in their web of lies, but every attempt only exposes more of their schemes. Fear has made them clumsy, and heaven is using every mistake against them. Archangel Michael says, you do not need to chase truth, it is already chasing you. Like a flood breaking a dam, revelation is rushing forward with unstoppable force. Prepare to witness what has been hidden for far too long. When this moment arrives, you will not only gain freedom but also authority. You will step into a position of honor where no enemy can tarnish your name again. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. This victory will be public and undeniable. Those who believed the lies will come to you in remorse, seeking forgiveness for doubting you. The divine will lift you so high that even your enemies will be forced to acknowledge your strength. The real reason they hated you will no longer hold power, it will sound small and meaningless in the shadow of your triumph. You will realize that their envy was simply proof of the greatness you carry. Archangel Michael says, rejoice, for the battle is ending. The story is turning, and every chapter ahead is filled with light, abundance, and divine peace. The hater's darkness has no hold on what heaven has sealed for you. Soon, you will look back and see that this moment was the key that unlocked a future far greater than you imagined. This is not just survival, it is your ultimate rise into unstoppable victory. Type Amen to get blessing 1717.